So let's get down to business. Ladies and gentlemen, can I present to you from all the way from Summersville, South Carolina, the one and only, the great Mr. Curtis Evans.
Good. Well, here is 26. Every year people make New Year's resolutions, what they're going to do this year. And so people do that. And that lasts about, what, 2 weeks? And then they're back to what they were doing the prior year. Let's not make that last year this year. And I'll say that because of the environment that we're in today. We're in a crazy environment. Everybody knows something's a little bit different. That's good, that's bad. Things are always going to be different. So what we need to do is be able to adapt, okay? Our job as network marketing professionals, everybody on this call is a network marketing professional. Everybody on this call I've seen over and over and over again, which is good. That means you're professionals, okay? And professionals are always getting better and better at their craft. I didn't see much of the football game last night, maybe third quarter. I think I watched the third quarter. But remember, these people have been playing football all their lives. Most of them playing football since they were in grade school. And they got to be better at football in grade school than anybody else. They went to middle school, they got better at football than anybody else. But they were the best of the grade schoolers. And then when you get to high school, the best of the middle schoolers are playing football in high school. And then when you get to college, you can be really good in high school, really good in high school. And you get to college, and as soon as you hit that college, you find out that you're not all that. Okay, you were, yay, he's the best quarterback in the world. But when you get to college football, you're just a regular dude walking around the field. There's 4 or 5 guys out there just as good, probably better than you are. And if you can ever graduate out of college and get into professional football where you get paid, now I hear they get paid in college now, but when you get really paid in professional football, and the college player that goes to professional football will realize real quickly that he was the best in his school, the best in his district or whatever. But when you get to pro football, he's just another dude. Everybody there has God-given skills. I remember spending some time with a professional recruiter for the NBA. It was about an hour. He and I talked. We just happened to run across each other. He told me that the people that have these Steph Curry skills, he says they have God-given skills. They can hear a ball bounce 20 feet away, and the way it hits the court and how hard it hits the court, they'll know to turn right and run hard. They'll just know where that ball is. And they just got these skills. Football, you've seen it. How can a man be running as fast as these guys are running in football and take a vertical leap, jump up in the air, and a football that's thrown by a quarterback is right where he needs to be? These are God-given skills. And he said we look really hard for these skills. Now, once we find the people that have he's a recruiter for the NBA. He said he's doing the same thing we're doing, recruiting. That's what you are, professional recruiter. And coach, a professional recruiting coach. You want to be exactly what Al's doing right now. You want to be a professional recruiter and coach. And he said, once we find the people with the God-given skills, we go visit them and watch them and all that. He said, but then we quickly forget about that. He says more people with God-given skills than you know. A lot of people have God-given skills in golf, basketball, baseball, football, swimming. He said the thing that differentiates the big players, the ones that make the money, is not the God-given skills. He said it's the God-given skills plus work ethic. He said a lot of people have God-given skills, but they're lazy. He said they don't have any work ethic. Okay, in other words, they won't put the work in. And so he said we look for those people, because those people, when they get to the NBA, the NFL, whenever, he was talking about the NBA, he said when they get there, they shine, because they're playing with a lot of people. Everybody on the court has God-given skills, and we need people that put in the work ethic. And I'll just use Steph, because on what I know about. He has a unique skill of shooting 500 shots a day in practice. In his practice, he shoots 500 shots a day. And that's why he's able to make those great shots. That's work ethic. Another person would probably say, well, I'm good, I don't need to do all that. If you're good, you're good. And they go out in that court, and then they get to playing with other people with God-given skills and work ethics, and they have to sit them down because they're not good enough. They're not quick enough. They can't hear and see and perceive things as well. And so our job is to become very, very good at multi-level marketing. I'm gonna tell you a story. I got a guy named Reggie Lawson, and his brother pulled up to a house probably probably 15 or 20 years ago, and he had a brand new Prius. I had never seen a Prius before. It was a car that had an electric motor, had a gasoline motor, and he was telling me how the car ran. It was really quiet, and I was intrigued with it. He told me about it, and I haven't seen him since. But about a few years later, I bought a Prius. I bought a brand new Prius. Now, do you know that Toyota did not send that guy any money at all? I would have never bought that Prius if I hadn't seen it in Reggie Lawson's yard. It was his brother. And then I bought a hybrid Camry. I have a Porsche as well, but I drive the Camry and the Prius more than anything, okay, because they're good on gas. They're regular cars, they're good on gas, both paid for. So what I'm saying it for is, why don't they pay us when we refer people to things like Mr. Thomas's book? We like the book, we refer somebody else. The system just doesn't do that. I mean, if you go to a restaurant, you like the restaurant, you like the waitress, you like the people there, you tell somebody else about the restaurant, they go to a restaurant, they don't pay you for sending somebody to the restaurant. It just doesn't pay you. If you got a pair of shoes on, coming down the elevator we were going coming down the elevator, and I saw a guy had some really nice shoes on. I complimented on his shoes. This is at a convention. He said, yeah. He said, I bought these shoes, and this is the first time I wore them. I said, well, they're really cool. I said, how'd you get into business? He said, oh, I'm an RVP. That's right. He was an RVP. How'd you get into business? He said, a friend of mine asked me to come take a look at a business presentation at his house. And he said, I got there, and he invited 20 people, but I was the only one that came. He said, I was the only one that came. He said, I got there, I saw the presentation, and I signed up. I said, you the only one? He said, yeah. He invited 20 people. I was the only one. And I said, wow, that's cool. I said, how do you do? Well, he says, I have 5 companies. I have one company with 5 locations. I build stuff for airplanes, and I have a lot of heat treat to do. We got 2 in Italy, one in New York, and 2 in the Southeast. Those are his plants. And so the ones that he put on our energy. He put that on the energy, so now he's getting paid on the energy. And he told other people about it. He's the only people I know is business people. So I signed up a lot of business people who did the same thing. And today I'm an RVP. I get a check every month from my energy. And I get a check from ACN every month. He said, there is nothing like residual income. So Mr. Thomas taught me a word called rich. And they tell us not to tell people they're going to get rich. But I want you to understand, rich means residual income creates happiness. Okay? I mean, I learned that from you, Mr. Thomas. Residual income creates happiness. Okay? So if you got something you can depend on, it comes every month because people pay bills every month. That's what we got our hands on. All we want to do is show other people how to become rich. Now, rich could, for one person, might be $1,000 a month. Another person might be $500 a month. Another person might be $5,000 a month. Another person might be $50,000 a month. But network marketing, our company has the ability to deliver that if the person has what? God-given skills, and I call it God-given skills. We can teach you these skills, okay? Okay. And the second one is work ethic, okay? The ability to do a lot of presentations. And then once you do a lot of presentations and present effectively, as Mr. Thomas talks about, can you train other people to do the same thing? Because you're doing a great presentation, can you train other people to do the same thing? So essentially, that's what we're going to do. So today, I also want to show you ACN of 2026. We're in 2026 now. This is a brand new company. We all know that it started last week. And just think of yourself as being in a class for the last 3, 4, 5, 10 years. And now the real ACN started off. Okay, just got cranked up. And all the work you did in the past was what? Work you did in the past. Okay, so today I'm going to show you a video that they use. It's in your back office. Well, it's a video. It's in your back office, and it tells you about our new company. It's called Better Together. How many people seen the Better Together video? Okay, good. Okay, a couple people there. So let's show that, and then I'm gonna do a presentation for you coming out of the back office, and we're gonna try and make it effective. Now, remember, your presentation is designed for you to help people solve problems, not just do a presentation. If they have a problem, you want to be able to solve the problem. So that's what you're trying to do. If you solve the problem, if they see a way that you can solve their problem could be, I want to buy a house, I want to pay off the house, I want to get a car, I want to pay off the car, I want to take care of my medical expenses, I want to travel more, whatever their problem is, you got to show them a way to do that. Why would they sign up? Because it makes sense. It does make sense, but so does a lot of things. But why would anyone sign up? It's because they have a problem and you show them a way to solve their problem. It's just that simple, okay? They have a problem, and you show them a way to solve their problem. And then since you solve their problem, they're willing to take a look at this thing, okay? Get them training, get them going, okay? And so that's what Mr. Thomas effectively talks about as an effective presentation, because you're getting some results from your presentation. So let's go ahead and get started on the video, and then I'll show the presentation. I'll go through this pretty quickly. You guys know it, but I'm gonna show the video.
A world racing forward where technology can analyze, automate, and even anticipate our needs, it's easy to believe the future belongs to artificial intelligence. Everywhere you look, there's another app, another tool, another update promising to make life easier. And yet somehow, people feel more disconnected than ever. But look closer. Behind every breakthrough, every connection, every moment that truly matters, there's something no algorithm can replicate. Us. Because progress isn't powered by processors, it's powered by people. Technology can streamline the work, but it can't shake your hand, look you in the eye, or believe in your dreams more than you do. It can automate a task, but it can't build a relationship. It can't spark the kind of hope that pushes someone to take the next step. At ACN, connection and community are the foundation of everything we do. And while technology can support us, it can never replace us. No matter how technology advances, our business will always be built on people helping people. We are powered by people and driven by events where our belief grows, our vision becomes clearer, and we become a force of change. At ACN, our strength comes from the relationships we build, the belief we share, and the moments that remind us we are better together. The real story of ACN is best told by those living it. These are just a few IBOs who have been empowered by the people who make ACN what it is.
This company has meant so much to me for the last 28 years. You know, I got started with this company because the concept of being able to have an income like this made sense. What I didn't understand was that the impact of the community, the relationships, the friendships, all those things that I had not anticipated that would come from it. If you'd have told me that 20 years ago, a business that I started to create some extra money would end up leading me to my family, my wife, my children, the great people we get to work with, I would have never imagined all of that.
You know, one of the greatest gifts that ACN has given me and my family is who you get to go do life with. Imagine being able to spend time with people that are into personal development and giving back and making a difference. We've had so much fun together inside the business, outside the business, but I truly believe the greatest blessing this company's given us is the relationships that we have.
I've been with ACN for 30 years. One of the biggest surprises that came with this business was the camaraderie, the community, and the mentorship. We never expected that.
And now in 2026, we continue to move forward with clarity and purpose, because everything we do, every goal, every win, every breakthrough is stronger when we do it together. This year, we will lean into each other to build bigger, go further, and create something extraordinary. Because at ACN, we are better together.
Go better together. That video is there, and it's a video for the ACN for the year of 2026. And it explains how high touch and high tech comes together to help us to build a business. We don't do what we used to do, and that's because people don't have people in their living room like they used to do it, okay? People are not comfortable. I don't know what's going on, but the world has changed a lot. And so we need high tech to be able to talk to people. Now, if you got a small amount of people you can get to your living room, that's great. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to duplicate that because of the world that we live in, and we do more of that now with Zoom. So I really, really, really want you to get in touch with that. Now, last year, YouTube did $60 billion last year. That's how big it did, more than most of the TV stations did, the CBS, the NBCs, and all that. $60 billion was done on YouTube last year. So we really need to get particularly good at that. That video is what I open up my presentations with. Okay, it kind of gets everybody. I noticed people lean in. Last year when I used the video that I used, they didn't lean in. Now they lean in. And the reason they're leaning in is because we're in a different world. More layoffs, more jobs are being lost, more jobs are going to be lost. People can feel it. my wife Darlene works from home, and she's now talking. She used to talk to people. Now she talks to bots. She's talking to computers. Okay, so the world is just changing, and ACN is changing with the world. We're fortunate to have a company that creates residual income, and this company is willing to change with the world as the world changes, as things get better, as things get worse. People are going to be looking for us. One of the things I want you all to be familiar with is this thing called universal income. All the companies, all of the countries are looking at universal income, which means they're going to send you $250, $300 a week just so you can stay alive, because they do not know what to do with the masses. They have no idea what to do with the people. There's nothing for them to go to. Like the Industrial Revolution ended and everybody went to the plants, and then the plants kind of slowed down and went to computers. And now as AI come in, they don't know what to do with these people. And so a lot of people are itchy right now. They don't know what to do. And so they're going to be looking for us. And we are prepared. We're well trained, and we know how to network. And they're going to know how to work. Some of these people come in and bring you 10 IBOs, 15 IBOs, 20 IBOs real quick because they know people that are looking. We just got to open our mouth and get in touch with them, okay? That's our job right now, is get and tell them we have an answer. And these are my favorite words. And when I recruit, my company's looking for people like you. It just rolls off my tongue, but my company is looking for people like you. And if they say, oh, that's cool, and they go about their business, leave that guy alone. But if he says, well, what I have to do? Where you put the application in? That's all they know. You say, hey, give me your name and number. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna show you a video. If you like it, call me back. You know, just something that simple. But you got to go through a lot of people until you find the people that are really looking, and they will know people are looking. The other thing on the call the other night, I remember a big point was this: your A-listers. You have a list of 100 names, 50 names, 25 names. Looking for A-listers. A-listers are people that make over $100,000, $200,000 a year. People that have network marketing experience. Okay, they have some network marketing experience, and people that are just happy people, So those are A-listers. These people have contacts. They know people, and people know them. Those are the people you're trying to show your business to. Okay, they may live in a fancy house, maybe drive a fancy car. Those are the people that you want to talk to. They know people. Now, you might sign up your brother-in-law because he can't find a job. He never could find a job. He can't keep a job. That's not an A-lister. Okay, sign him up. He's a customer. He's a rep. But he don't know nobody. And guess what? Nobody don't know him. Okay? So you really, really, really want to include everybody, but go after the A-list. That was a strong point that was made. The people you're scared to call are the people you need to call. The ones that you're scared to call. The ones you're scared to call. And Mr. Thomas has proved it over and over and over again. Those people are receptive. They know what residual income is. If they own a company and they know how hard it is to clear, I'm going to use these words again, to clear $1,000. They know how hard it is to clear $10,000. Yes, they made $20,000 last week, but they paid out $23,000 last week. They know how hard it is to clear. You show them the compensation plan. I can't do it now because I don't know, my computer's not cooperating. I'll do it next week. When you show them the compensation plan, you got to be able to hit things that hurt so that they can see that this is something that can solve their problems. And that's what we're going to get good at together this year.